I want to talk to you about people pleasing. And this is a video for my younger self. I feel like this is something that I would like to hear when I was in middle school or freshman year because people pleasing has been one of, if not the biggest struggles that I've had ever since I grew up. Like, ever since I grew up, I was so conditioned to please everyone. I was the type of girl who couldn't say no, who wouldn't want to say no because I didn't want to create any conflicts. I didn't want people to get mad at me. Even with my sister, even with my parents, like I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't speak up because I didn't want to feel, I don't know, unworthy. I just wanted to feel love. I just wanted their love and affection and attention, especially with my sister. I couldn't say no, and that took me in a bad pathway. That took me in a bad road because when you think that when you think that you're being nice, but you don't have boundaries, people take advantage of you. And I've heard the quote that says that nice people finish last and whatever, and people take advantage of nice people. I feel like people take advantage of people that don't have boundaries. Like, you can be nice, you can be humble, you can care for others, you can be all of these things. You can actually have a big heart and put others and help others and just contribute. You can be nice. But if you don't have boundaries, if you don't have respect for yourself, first of all, you are dumb, sorry. And second of all, people will take advantage of you. People will take advantage of you because you don't respect yourself. You want to be liked. You want to please other people. You want to be loved. You want everyone's attention. And you think that you have to change in order for people to love you. But if you change, they're going to love the image of you. They're not going to love you. And that's so sad. That's so, it hurts so bad. And I've been there. Like, I feel like this past 3 years, I've been finally free of the idea of other people's opinion. I just started this journey of not caring, not wanting to please anyone. I don't care if it's my mom, my dad, my sister, my best friend. I don't care. I've been learning how to be nice, how to be caring, because that's part of my personality and I like it, without having to sacrifice myself. And that has been the biggest act of love I have given me. That has been the biggest act of freedom. Like, I feel so free just being me. Like, I literally don't care. I literally don't care how you think I look. I literally don't care what you think of me. I literally don't care. I stopped caring. I stopped caring. And if you see, like, in my Instagram, you see that sometimes I post when I wake up, when I'm on the gym. Like, I genuinely don't care anymore. And that has been my biggest accomplishment because I stopped caring what other people think. That was my identity. I used to be the people pleaser. You have no idea the things that I did just so I can please everyone. And I want to talk about this topic, how it connects with the 7 habits of highly effective people. The habit number 4, think win-win, where basically think win-win means that you come up with an agreement. When you're in a conflict with someone, when you're trying to come up with an agreement with someone, both of you think of ways that you can have a mutual benefit, whether it's in a conflict or negotiation or anything. What's the best choice or what's the best decision for both of you? And last week I talked about the person who always wants to win, the person who always wants to take the lead, the person who wants to be right all the time. And that's dangerous when it comes to relationships because it disconnects you from the other person. We already established that. But something that is also dangerous and something that I've also done was trying to please, trying to lose win. I lose so you can win. I'll give myself up so you can shine. That's also dangerous. That's also dangerous. And that's also something that I've done my whole life. That's why I wanted to talk to you about that. And people pleasing. Again, people pleasing. It's normal that you feel like you want to please other people. It's completely normal, especially when you grow up. When you grow up, it's normal to wanna fit in. Especially if you got bullied. Like I got bullied I got bullied like a lot. And I grew up with the idea that I have to change myself, that I have to be someone different because no one's gonna like this, no one's gonna accept this, no one's gonna be proud of the person that I am, because I wasn't proud of the person that I was. Because when I got bullied, I felt ashamed of myself. I was like, why can I be like that other person? Why can I act like that other person? And with like I started consuming those ideas every single day, that one day I was like, you know what? I'm not allowed to be myself. I don't want to be myself, because just being myself draws me from, like, away from people. And I want to fit in. I want to fit in. I want to be liked. And my process was that in order to do that, I had to change myself. Anytime I will have an agreement with anyone, especially with my parents, with my sister, and with the outside world, that the outside world can be pretty messy. Like, they can take advantage of you really bad once you don't have boundaries. People know how to, I feel like people know how to, like, smell that. Like, they smell that when a person doesn't respect themselves. Like, they know. They're like, oh shoot, that's the perfect victim. I'm gonna take advantage of that person. And I think it's subconsciously, like maybe they don't want to do it, but they see you so weak that people are gonna, of course they're gonna take advantage of you, because you don't say no. So why would they respect you? And that's what I did. When I step into the outside world, I already had that mentality within my family. Like, I will always be the people pleaser all the time. Like, my mom, I would let her, like, control everything that I did, because I was young, of course. My sister, I will let her, like, determine how I talk, determine, like everything. I was like a combination of everyone's decision, everyone's opinion of me. I was a combination of everyone demanding more of me. I was not myself. I was just reacting to what my friends, my family wanted me to be. I was a chameleon. I will change. I will, like, transform myself just to fit who you are. And that's what happened. I once I got to middle school, I experienced a lot of fake friends. Like, I just wanted to fit into the popular kids. You already know. But and I did. I had the opportunity, quote unquote, to, like, be part of the popular kids. And dude, they treated me bad because I had no boundaries. Like, it wasn't even like it didn't fit my personality. Like, if you know me, if you've seen this, like, I love reading books. I love deep conversations. I love, like, different things. But I wanted to change. I was like, you know what? Let's talk about different topics. And anytime I remember this girl, who I already forgave, don't worry. But I remember this girl, like, she will always, like, she will smell my victim, my weakness, and, like, she will always take advantage of me. Like, April, let's do this. April, come here. April, do this for me. Like, I feel like there came a point where, like, I will literally not do her homework, but basically pretty much, like, I will do a lot of things for her just because I wanted to fit in. And it felt so sad. I also remember, oh, this is a good story. I remember that I was with a group of friends in middle school. Fake, well, quote unquote friends. I was with a group of friends in middle school, and we were shipping everyone. Like, oh, like, you will fit in with um Andres or something like that. Like, yeah, you will be compatible with this person, whatever. And when it came to me, I was like, okay, okay, who would I like? Who will be my perfect match? You know what the answers of all of them was? Like, that's messed up. Like, who says that? They were like, "Oh, April, honestly, you will match with the trash can." They said that. And you know what my reaction was, as a person, as a quote unquote nice person, but in reality not nice person, just like I said before, a dumb person. My reaction was like, "Oh, haha." I started laughing. I started laughing. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? You're right." that was my reaction. Like I literally can't believe that I was like that. Like I just wanted to impress them. I was like, you know what, it's okay. Like I don't care if they ship me with a trash can. Like, you know, they're my friends and they know what's best for me. Like I will literally come to a point where I will accept any single treatment. And it was hard. Like, oh, it was so hard to say no. It was so hard to say no. The hardest thing ever. And and I get that. Like I get, like I said before, I get why you will want to please someone. I get that. Like I get it. Like I've been there. I know that sometimes you don't feel enough and you want to be validated. It's fair. What's not fair is that you sacrifice yourself, that you lose yourself in order to please someone who doesn't care who you are. Because if someone likes who you are, they will be attracted to your essence, to your authenticity. Like the people who don't like who you are, they won't hang out with you, which is good because you guys aren't compatible, and that's perfect. Like you don't have to be compatible with everyone. Like you don't have to be compatible with everyone, and that's okay. Like that's all right. Like once you become yourself, once you're authentic to yourself, people will naturally be attracted to you because you will find people who are like you. And I will always blame like society. I will always tell my sister like there's no one like me, there's no one like that likes the same things that I like, there's no one like me. But it wasn't that. Like there's always someone. There's a lot of people. You're not unique. Like there's more people like you. The thing is that I wasn't being myself. I wasn't being me. How can I attract people who are like me if I'm not myself? If I let myself be controlled by everyone, if I lose myself in trying to impress everyone, of course I'm not gonna attract people that are like me because I'm not showing myself. I'm not showing who I am to the world. And that's the best thing you can ever do. Just show yourself as you are and change the things that don't match with your values. Like do like work on yourself, but at the same time follow your path, follow your own path. Because if you follow someone else's path, you're always going to be their shadow. Like I said before, you're always going to be their shadow. The best thing that you can do is grow within your authenticity. Be authentic, continue on growing, and have boundaries and be able to say no and have the courage to say, hey, no, I will not tolerate you talking to me that way. I won't. It's simply I can't because I respect myself enough. Like I know what my value is, I know my worth. And it's crazy to say that now I'm saying this because like let's go back 5 years ago. I was not able to say this. I did not believe my worth. I wanted to be liked by everyone, but now I'm like I'm so free. Like I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. Like I really don't care what you think of me. I don't. That doesn't mean I'm a step on everyone because that's not who I am. Like that's not who I am. I really care about people, but just I'm not going to change for anyone. I'm gonna grow because I want to grow, and growth is always important. Growing as a person, it's the best feeling ever. It gives you so much happiness. If you've ever like walk in this self improvement path, it feels so good to look back and see your progress. It feels so good, so fulfilling. But I decide to grow in my own way, authentically. But yeah, but in order when you have a conflict, when you have interaction, don't sacrifice who you are for anyone. Don't ever do it. And I also learned this when I started to like people, whatever, like more romantically. I will sacrifice who I am, and people may like your image, but that will be a fake representation of yourself. And that's just messing everything up because you are messing. The person is going to have another perspective of who you are, quote unquote, and you have to act according to the facade, to the mask that you put in the first place. So that's not fun. That's not fun. Like, that's not fun. But anyways, yes, it's important in order to have a win-win mentality, you have to let go of the lose win mentality. Be courageous, say no when it's time for you to say no, and you know when it's time for you to say no. Like, you can feel it in your gut. You're like, this does not align with me. I will not tolerate this. But how does it start? It all starts from within. Like always, I feel like every single podcast episode is going to say this. It all starts from within. You have to say no to some things within yourself. There's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of things that you can say yes to. For example, there are times I don't want to wake up. There are times where when I started to take the cold showers, there were times I did not wanted to take the cold shower. I did not. I didn't want to take the cold shower. But I couldn't let myself be controlled by my emotions, by my temptations, by my desires of being comfortable. I couldn't, because I know that if I say yes to myself, if I'm compliant, if I'm not disciplined, I know that that will be reflected when I step outside, when I hang out with other people. If I'm not disciplined, if I'm not willing to say no to myself first, I will not be able to say no to other people. That's why when I took the cold showers, I was like, April, we got to do it. I don't care if you are tired. I don't care if you don't want to do this. I don't care if you don't want to take a cold shower. We have to. There's no negotiation. I don't negotiate with myself. There are many times where I don't feel like doing something. I do not negotiate with myself. Once I set myself, hey, that we're gonna do this and we're actually gonna compromise, like commitment, I don't negotiate with myself. There's no way I'm gonna negotiate with myself. Of course, the feelings are gonna come in, the thoughts are gonna come in that I don't want to do it sometimes. I don't want to take a cold shower sometimes. I don't want to wake up sometimes. But I'm not gonna negotiate with myself, because if I'm able to respect my own boundaries, the boundaries that I set within myself, I'll be able to set boundaries in the outside world. I'll be able to tell people I don't want to do this. And if you don't like it, you can leave. Like, it's not, I'm not gonna negotiate with you, because I don't even negotiate with myself. The only thing that I respect are my values. That doesn't mean if I want to, sometimes I want to, like, I want to party, I want to do all these things, I want to stay late at night, I want to stay sleep in. There's so many temptations that I have, but I don't negotiate with myself. And that has brought a lot of character. That has made me stronger. Now I cannot let you step on me. I can't, because I don't even do that with myself. Like, when I make a promise to myself, I assure like myself that I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna commit to it. When I like, my words mean more to me now than 5 years ago. And that's powerful, because now you cannot tell me, you cannot control me, because I don't even let my emotions control me. So it all starts within you. It all starts with the relationship that you have within yourself. Respect yourself. Be have Your values have to come with integrity. Respect your values. Like I said, respect yourself. It always comes back to you. It's you. It's like, respect your values, respect who you are, love, be authentic. But how would you be authentic if you don't know who you are? Okay, find out who you are, find out what you like, find out what you don't like, find out, fall in love with the good things about yourself, with the things that you don't like about yourself. If you don't like something, change it. That doesn't mean you have to accept everything. I'm not a true believer that you have to accept everything about yourself. Like, if you don't like something, change it. If you can change it, then that's when you accept. But yeah, like, it starts within you. Respect yourself. So when you go outside, you can say, I'm not gonna allow you to step on me, because I don't even do that. Okay. And also, to finish this off, I want to talk about what Stephen Covey mentions. It's called win win or no deal. So, the habit number 4 means that you have to find a mutual agreement. Both of you have to agree, uh, You listen to the other person respects your own boundaries. Both of you come up with something that it will benefit the both of you. So like there's a better relationship. Last week we talked about willing to be humble and like listen to people and not put yourself first all the time. Today we're talking about putting speaking up for yourself, respecting yourself in order to come up with an agreement, in order to have a better relationship. But if there cannot be a win-win agreement, you can always opt out. You can always have a no deal agreement. No deal means either you want it, either it works for us or it doesn't. You don't have to force anything. Either your friend respects you, or if you already established your boundaries, and if that friend does not respect you, why are you here? Why are you staying in this? Like, there's a lot of people out there, and I'd rather be alone right now. I swear, I'd rather be alone than beg for someone's love, than beg for someone's attention, than try to please someone. That's so tiring. I swear, I'd rather be alone, no deal, or have a win-win agreement, or have a friendship, or have a relationship, or have a conflict with someone, and we can come up with a win-win mentality, win-win agreement. And if that doesn't work, if you cannot sacrifice something because like you got to respect yourself, and if that person isn't willing to sacrifice themselves because they have to respect themselves, and if you cannot come up with a mutual agreement that it will benefit both of you, then leave. Then it's okay. You hold no grudges. It's okay. You can leave. You can leave the relationship, or you can leave the conflict. Like, hey, this does not work for us. It's okay. We cannot come up with an agreement. You do your part, I'll do my part. Like, I don't like we don't have to do this together. There's always the opportunity to opt out. If we cannot grow together, let's not grow together. Let's not force this. Let's not make this about like trying to like I just want you to grow with me. No. It's okay. And once you understand that, once I understand that too, and I'm actually understanding that like as I'm like reading more, growing, learning from other people's experience, my own, like you don't have to get mad. Like if something doesn't work out, it's okay. Like it's just better to find out that something didn't work out, that a relationship didn't work out, that an agreement didn't work out. It's okay. Just leave. You don't have to force yourself in being miserable trying to please other people, nor do you have to force the other person to fit to your needs, to your standards. And sometimes often times I forget that. Like I used to forget that. Like I used to forget that I had the choice to leave and just be free and just let the other person be free, because if not, you're just hurting each other. Like you're trying to hold tight, or you're forced, or you're tying them to your standards, to your needs, and they cannot meet them. Then it's not fair for the other person as well. Like they feel forced by you, and it just creates a bad environment. Like it's so chaotic. Imagine trying to like force yourself, sacrifice who you are for someone, or for a conflict, or just to be right, or vice versa, for someone to see your perspective, for someone to like you, for someone to, yeah, it's to fit your standards. Like if it doesn't match, just leave. And if you're able to understand that, if there's no win-win, there's no deal, then you're able to set yourself free and set the other person free. You're able to understand, hey, I want you to be happy. I want to be happy. If we cannot make each other happy, let's leave. Or if we can come up with an agreement, then let's grow together and let's work on this. I'll be humble enough to hear you out. And I'll also state my boundaries and expect you to follow them through. If not, bye bye. And that's all right. And at the end of the day, that's what creates the best relationships, I think, because being able to not please everyone, it's so free. It's so free. But now, if you're able to understand someone, I think that will create a big interaction, big connection, a big understanding, and a big love for each other. And that will add to your bank of relationships, like to their bank of connections, to your guys' bank, trust, bank trust. Like you trust each other and you know that you can solve any problems and both of you can be benefited from it. And a conflict does no it's no longer a conflict anymore. It becomes an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for connection, an opportunity for love. Wow, this was powerful. I didn't even look at the notes just once. I looked at the notes just once and it feels really good. I spoke from my heart and I hope you can feel it. Anyways, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. I wish you all the best. I wish that you can love yourself. I wish that you can know yourself. I wish that you can love others the same way that you love yourself. That's why your heart has to be full so you don't beg for love and so you don't force other people to make you happy. Okay, we're working on it. We are working on it. We're gonna keep continue working on it. Okay, stay true to yourself. And last but not least, remember to hug yourself. Hug yourself. Hug yourself like nobody's watching. Love this vessel. Love, take care of this. This is yours. This is for you. Okay, that'll be all. Take care. See you next week where I'll tell you next week. Take care. Have a five next week. Bye bye.